The news that Pakistan has finally signed a staff-level agreement with the IMF over to secure a short-term standby arrangement facility of $3 billion has come as a relief for most Pakistanis at a time when our foreign exchange reserves are running out and the fears of a potential default increasing. I think the new program that will last for another 9 months should end uncertainty around how would the government behaves in the run-up to the elections and after when the caretaker setup takes over. There are also reports that IMF wasn't very comfortable with the Islamabad's request for reviving and completing the ongoing bailout program ending on June 30th because it would take away from it any leverage it has on Pakistan to ensure that the government maintains fiscal discipline and executes the reforms agreed under it. The IMF staff is said to be in favor of a short-term program so that they can monitor budget, they can monitor the government's policies, they can ensure that revenues are mobilized, more revenues are mobilized, and unnecessary and non-essential expenditure are cut to achieve the targeted primary surplus for the next fiscal year. There are few immediate benefits of IMF coming on board, and these include the restart of financing from multilateral and bilateral lenders. Then it will also make it easier for Islamabad to secure rollovers of the existing bilateral loans from countries like China. It will help us improve our foreign exchange reserves and restore some investor confidence. But most importantly, it will ensure fiscal discipline until a new government comes after the election because of the continuous oversight and monitoring of the budget and other policies by the IMF. The press release issued by the IMF after the staff level agreement also mentions this, and as it says that the budget should be executed as planned and the authorities should resist pressures for unbudgeted spending or tax exemptions in the period ahead. But there are also some negatives for the people and businesses, of course. The program conditions include that the interest include that SVB, the State Bank of Pakistan, should remain proactive, increasing or decreasing interest rates in line with inflationary pressures. So I think that since we expect higher inflation in the financial year 2024, the interest rates will remain high. Secondly, the rupee is likely to improve in the short run after the approval of the standby arrangement, but in the medium term, I think the exchange rate will start appreciating once the restrictions on the imports are lifted completely and once the curbs on the exchange rate are removed completely. Most importantly, from the point of view of common people, the electricity will become a lot more expensive than it is right now, as the government will be forced to raise the base tariff of electricity by more than 8 rupees a unit. So it will further push inflation, and it's not going to taken very kindly by the consumers. I think if we implement the program, it will help us graduate into a new longer-term bailout after the elections, which will be crucial for Pakistan for raising funds for its debt repayments for the next few years and ensure balance of payments stability. I think that is my take on new agreement.